Red Indies. Shuffle, shuffle. Red Indies. Shuffle. Shuffle chat.
Super Hits 93.5 Red FM. Rocking listeners, I'm Neepa and I'm so happy to be back again with another episode of Red Indie Shuffle Northeast Edit. You all know that this is where we celebrate independent artists and their music. And joining us in today's episode is none other than Samantha and Tubby. So good to see you both and thank you so much for being a part of this show. Just tell us about yourself.
I'm a keyboardist, I'm a pianist, and I started my journey in 1990 and it's been over 30 years now. I've been doing film music and it is about 3 or 4 years back I started doing my independent music where I released a jazz funk fusion album. It's called Funked Up. And I got chance to work with a lot of my musician friends. So that was a very exciting moment for me because some of my mentors are also playing on that album and very dear friends like Shankar Mahadevan and mentor like Uncle Louis and all these big guys are playing on that album. And slowly I started composing, independent like pop music or, pop songs and R&B songs and a couple of Hindi songs also I've released.
I started singing professionally when I was about 14. I've also completed over 30 years in the industry. Started out doing film work, jingles, a lot of live gigs, playing with some of the loveliest and the greatest musicians that we have here in the city as well as all over the world. I did start recording original stuff as well, I want to say 5 years ago, and finally released my own music last year. So we both also been releasing. Really fortunate to have Tubby, us kind of join hands to make some music together, some crazy stuff together. We've been having a good time. And the loveliest thing is that there's great common ground over there because we kind of get each other's vibe. So that's really nice. I'm happy to have Gino Banks and Akal Peters, Anurag Naidu, a lot of them who've played on my music as well. So I continue to be in the live circuit as well as the recording circuit, but I also have been a vocal coach for the last 16 years. So I spend a great deal of my time teaching not just little children, but also celebrity kids, celebrities as well. So I am sometimes on tour with them, from a Priyanka Chopra to a Farhan Akhtar, Hrithik Roshan as well, Ananya Birla. So I've spent a great deal of time, not only, I think we're constantly working on our craft.
And apart from music, do you have any interest in hobbies?
Oh, I love cooking.
Yeah?
I think it pretty much
She's
shows.
a fabulous cook.
What about Tubby? Is there anything apart from music that interests you?
I also like to cook, but I'm not as great cook as Samantha. I do cook a lot of Indian stuff at home and sometimes biryani, sometimes some mutton dish or some chicken dish or some vegetarian also. And lately, like around 4-5 years back, I started riding. So I have this lovely motorbike, and there are a bunch of friends. We kind of go for long rides, and we went to Kerala, we went to Pondicherry. So riding has become like my new hobby, which I'm really enjoying it.
Samantha, you said you've been into music since the age of 14, and so far now, I mean, I'm sure you must have released a lot of materials. Would you like to tell us what materials have you released in all these years?
Well, I think it's been a mix. I've worked with Zakir Bhai on 3 films. So Everybody Says I'm Fine, Mr. and Mrs. Iyer, For Real. So I've worked on lots of those films. In fact, almost the whole soundtrack probably has me on them. I think you would probably remember the very famous ad Nescafe that came out years ago, that has me singing on it. So I did a lot of jingle work. I started releasing my own songs in October last year. So I have 7 songs released. One was a Christmas song. The others have pretty much been stuff that I've written and composed myself. So it's been really interesting. I mean, I feature on Coke Studio with Ram Sampath in, I think there was season 3, if I'm not mistaken. So I think it's been a mixture of so many things. We've been writing a lot of music now. Happy to write lyrics even for some of Tubby's songs, for other people, encouraging younger kids to write their own music and release it.
I started off as a musician with people like I used to be a session musician for Lakshmikant Pyarelal and R.D. Burman and stuff like that. And because and I'm third generation in music, so my grandfather, my father, we've been in the industry, and Hindi film was our main kind of, we grew up listening to Hindi songs and stuff like that. Right. And as a musician, as a session musician, you always kind of progress from being a musician to an arranger.
So let's speak about your most memorable musical moment ever, since there's so much to speak about. Maybe you could throw back to one best or 2 best.
What really took it to another level for me was the first time I had a student concert.
Okay, your own students.
Yes, my own students, to actually see them out, like lots of them who would come to us and, couldn't probably sing a note. And with months of working with them to see how they, you get rough cut and then you polish them and you see that diamond. You actually see them go out on that stage. It's like me, I always say, like a mama with her proud babies, like launching them. I think that for me has given me a lot of fulfillment. Just knowing that we're able to share and hone and really develop a skill and a talent in the future, in kids of today. And we see a lot of them who are out there putting their music, and I think, we've done something right.
All right, then now let's speak about the songs you've created together, both of you, Samantha and Tubby.
There are a couple of songs lined up together, and I Can Feel You is one of my favorite songs. But there's another song called Glow, which is going to be coming very soon. Okay. It's a completely different avatar of Sam in that song, because and she's such an incredible singer. You put any kind of melody in front of her, and like she just gives life to that composition.
Glow for me was really a really cool thing to do, because when Tubby called and said, "Will you write lyrics for a song?" I said, "Sure," but I hadn't even heard the song. When I heard the song, it was like, "Oh my gosh, I really want to write lyrics on it." And I actually told him, I feel honored that you trusted me with this track. And so I felt it was only fitting that we gave it the glow that it requires. And that's why I wrote the song about literally being the glow that, shines, that lights up the dark.
So congratulations on release on I Can Feel You, both of you. And how does it feel?
I think new releases are always exciting.
Always.
It's like, as I said, new babies out in the world. It's like that. It's always that, because, you're waiting for people to express, you're obviously you're nervous. But it's there. One more's out over there. One more bit of your art is out there. So I think it's a good thing.
So now we would like to know all about it. I mean, what made you write the song? And for Tubby, I mean, first, because the composition happened, right? So
yes.
What made you compose this music and everything about it? How did you go about it, and how's it come?
First I wrote the song, and I always have this thing of writing either the groove or maybe just fiddling over a piano, and some maybe the chord progression or something inspires me, or maybe a bass line inspires me, and I start writing melody on top. And that's how I progressed into. So I actually came with the main hook line, the chorus part of the song first, and so I didn't had verse for the song. I just had the chorus, and I've been sitting on it, and I've been writing, thinking over it. And finally, with my Dida, La La La, and I came up with a full verse and a chorus. and I put it all together. So my team started looking out for lyricists, and that's how on social media we came across to Jennifer Aden, and she's a lyricist from Nashville, and she's written some quite a lot of hits in country western music. And Blake Shelton's one of the Blake Shelton song is written by Jennifer, and it's been playing for almost over 6 weeks now, and it's a big hit. And and she's a fabulous writer. And I had a telephonic conversation with her, and I kind of just told her what is there in my head, what kind of thought I have in my head regarding the song. But of course, she's such a fabulous writer. She just took it to another level, and it's very difficult to write. Like I always tell Sam that I want you to keep my phrasing as is. Whatever you're writing, don't kind of change my melodic structure, or don't change my melodic phrasings. Same thing I told to Jennifer, and she just nailed it, and she kind of fit the words so nicely for the song that it kind of fit perfectly through the verse, through the choruses, and then I had already decided that no matter what, this song is going to be sung by Samantha. So I had already made my mind, and I tried other singers also just to give it a shot, but it was not what Samantha brought. And I just called her and I said, you know what, I got this melody, I'm going to send it to you, see what you feel. And she called me and she said, when you want to do it, let's book a studio and let's do it. And I was like, she said, yeah, sure, just give me 1 or 2 days and I'm going to nail the song. And trust me, when we met in the studio, Samantha has taken this song to another level. Like I didn't have to say anything. The minute she got onto the mic, it was like take overtakes. And I was like, there were so many options of different takes and different ideas and stuff like that. I said, Sam, you know what? Don't make me confused. I want you to sit and I want you to decide which take you want to go in for.
I think that it's got such a lovely groove. It's got this very, it's not a long song. It's just got, the amount you need, but you leave the audience wanting for more, which is a really cool thing. I want to tell Tubby, I have some ideas for if we decide to do another thing to the song, but we'll go with this one.
Samantha, maybe if you want to sing a couple of lines, your favorite part of the song, if you don't mind, that is.
I can feel you, da, da, da. I can feel you, Ooh. Now I can feel you, Ooh. I can feel your love.
Let's speak about the video.
Yeah, well, again, video is. I always wanted to do something different. Normally, I don't want to say different, but it's just not the whole studio setup where we are kind of jamming. It's not that kind of thing. So it's more like how the song actually happened. So I wrote down the melody, I called the lyricist, I called Sam. That's how we met. Then we went to the studio. So it's like a journey which we have shown in the video also.
Thank you so much for taking time out to speak with us, and
thank you for having us. Thank you.
Absolutely, thank you for having us. We've had a great hour.
Yeah, absolutely.
Me too. And it's not yet over because I'm sure people also had a great time listening to you. So if you have a short message for everybody listening, it would be awesome.
I think you have to just keep doing what you do and keep at it, because finally, when you're putting out and doing whatever be your field of work, if you love what you do and you put your heart into it,
just listen to your heart, and whatever we're putting out is straight from our heart. And I always believe that you need to first satisfy yourself in terms of whatever creativity you're doing. And if you think that this is the best you have done, and if you feel that this is my heart which I've put it in, it is definitely going to work and it's definitely going to liked by people. And so I just feel that, you just need to do what you really want to do in life. And I tell to everybody,
93.5 Red FM.
It's rocking.